2:10 in the morning and all is quiet. That's the magic walkway that Jerry and I have to go through tomorrow to get to the terminal. We can't sleep, we're too excited. Well, good morning. It's 4 o'clock. Been awake since 2. Usually it's with anxiety, but actually I'm excited. I'm really excited. Last night we booked 2 nights in Kuala Lumpar itself, hotel, for the grand price of £80 for 2 nights for both of us. And we booked 2 nights in Penang, Georgetown, so that looks really exciting as well, so that's good. I'm like, oh my gosh, we're booking the week already. So we're going to stay at Jerry's sister's for the next few nights when we eventually get to Malaysia. Although she's in hospital currently with a herniated disc at C6 and 7, so bless her, painful, painful, painful. I'm just sitting here with my cup of tea called Feel New, because I'm hoping that will do what sleep has not done for me. Yeah, cannot sleep. I've had probably about 4 hours, if that, 3 hours sleep. I'm just wide awake with excitement. Even Pema Chodron isn't doing it for me, nor is Stephenson. In fact, I just listened to Stephenson. It's like, I asked the universe to listen to my prayers. I want to sleep. It's not listening. Did do a really good Pema Chodron one though. I really liked it. Facing the challenge. I'll put the link in the write up, and I'll put a photo here in a minute. Really liked it. It was about, we want to be in our comfort zone all the time, and that's why we drink and smoke, and just to feel comfortable. But if we're just always in our comfort zone, that comfort zone gets smaller, and we have to go into the challenge zone. The challenge zone is opportunity for learning and growth. That's where we grow, isn't it? We don't grow in our comfort zone. We just put our feet up and relax. There's no growing or learning there. Apart from, I must admit, when I got sober, I learned to just sit and be with me. That was a huge growing zone. And talking about sobriety, I listened to an episode of Sliced Bread on Radio 4, which I really, really like. Learned lots of stuff on there recently, and it was about alcohol free and no alcohol or reduced alcohol beer, which I have been drinking. And apparently, even though it's got 0.0 and it's alcohol free, if you read the back, it's got anything from 0.05% to 0.5% alcohol in it. It says it contains less than that, and that's the maximum that it contains, 0.5%, which I suppose is equivalent to the shandies we used to have when we were a kid. But to also put it in perspective, a banana that's ripe's probably got more than that, and soy sauce has got 1.5 to 2% of alcohol in. But the other thing is with these alcohol-free beers, depending on how they're made, because some are made completely without alcohol, and some are made with, like in the normal way, and they then remove the alcohol, but they put extra sugars in and other stuff to make it taste better, and some of it is lactose. So that's probably why I've been farting all night. So I'm going to stop that now. I'm going to stop because I'm trying to be off my sugars, and then I'm drinking something. Yeah, so that's it. I'll stick to my cup of tea. The other thing I learned on that sliced bread was about insect repellents and things, which was really interesting. Citronella, no, it's no good. Doesn't deter the mosquitoes at all. DEET does, obviously, and it's not as bad for you as we think. But there's also another one called FDA, I think, which is basically really concentrated eucalyptus oil. And luckily, my one from Body Shop has got that in, so that's good, because we're going to have to spray heavily. Because although I did the Boots online thing for Malaysia tablets and for Malaysia tablets, malaria tablets, and yellow fever injections, because I will be going into some of the jungle a little bit, I'm not suitable. I think it's either because I've got an ethical use or reason for not wanting to take gelatine, so perhaps it's gelatine based, or it's because of my duloxetine and bisoprolol medication that I'm on. So it just said for me it's not advisable. I can't take anti-malarials. So, which is a real shame because I would like to have given them a go actually, because 13 years ago I had an inflamed and ulcerated bowel. My consultant then thought it was actually connective tissue disorder that I had, which is like an autoimmune disease. And although I tick all the boxes because my bloods are okay for rheumatology, they wouldn't prescribe the antimalarials for it. Although I don't really like taking medications if I don't have to, it would have been nice to have given them a trial run to see if they would actually help me. But there you go, can't have them, so it is as it is. I'm gonna shut up now, drink my tea, and then maybe go and do my own meditation, which you can scroll down to below, because it's meant to be to aid sleep and relaxation and reduce pain and anxiety. Hopefully it will work for excitement too. Chin chin. Well, if you can't beat the insomnia, just join it. It's fine. I've got on my road trip, hell yeah, top, although it's an air trip. Just to answer someone's question, they said, why am I going to Malaysia? Well, it's because Jerry's sister moved out there in 2019, and in 2020 we were planning to go, but COVID hit and had other ideas. So we were planning to go in April 2021, but travel restrictions were still in place, so we couldn't go. And then Andy got too poorly for me to leave him, really. And after Andy had died, Jerry said to me, I've booked my tickets to Malaysia in October if you want to come. So I'm like, hell yeah, road trip, hell yeah, air trip, here we come. So that's why I'm going to Malaysia. Somewhere I've always wanted to go, mostly to go and see the temple, see the sights, see the history, eat the lovely Asian food. Yeah, and to see Jerry's sister, of course, and her husband, and her little nephew James. Quite excited to see him. He was tiny. He's 4 years older than when I last saw him. So yeah, he's all grown up and bilingual now. So at the age of 6, so that's pretty cool, isn't it? So that is why we're going to Malaysia. And I've got to do the Batu Caves. That's where I really, really want to go. It's 300 steps up to the top. I think they do have donkeys, but I feel a bit ethically shouldn't really take them. I can probably at a push manage 10 steps at a time, so that's 30 reps. Be alright. Just take food and water, stop and have little picnics on the way. It'll be okay. But first, I need to get on the plane. It's 5:10. Plane doesn't go till 11, so I'm going to go in for breakfast. I'm showered, I'm dressed, I'm ready. Jerry's still snoozing, so cup of tea and breakfast, here I come. So we're just sitting at breakfast watching the horrendous news of what's going on in the world. I don't usually watch it because it's mental enough in my brain, let alone seeing what's going on in the mental world. So we thought, well, let's see what our flight route is from London to Kuala Lumpar. What's right?
Over the Ukraine.
And Russia.
Yeah, I think I want to be diverted.
Perhaps they divert us to Israel and Palestine, or maybe even Iran.
Let's not bother with that.
Can you imagine what it's going to be like? I try and get recording as captain go, we'll be taking off to a southwesterly wind, and then we'll be bending round doing blah blah blah, flying over the Ukraine, flying over Russia. Now the excitement's turned to anxiety. We've literally come down from the room with our cases to the foyer, got a fruit tea, and we're having a break. It could take us a long time. Good job we've got hours to get to where we need to go. Here we are at Heathrow. And there is our plane. Not far from duty free, so Jerry's going to push me. Jerry, do you remember what happened the last couple of times you pushed me?
No, because I think I hit my head and had a concussion.
Oh,
Oh no,
sure.
that was you.
Oh, and my feet. My feet I just had surgery on, do you remember?
No, I tried to black that out.
Okay, you didn't push my feet into the wall then?
No, that was drunk me. Take that up with drunk me.
Okay.
I'm sober now.
Okay. I'll let you know if we get there safely. Watch out for that pillar! So we've been to duty free. We found a bar so Joey can have her gin. Her and everybody else spending money on alcohol. Me, uplifting, relaxing. Mark Jacobs. We just spent lots of money on perfume, but you know, it's unworth it. So all on board. Disabled row is quite a way back actually, and unfortunately I'm right over the wing, so not much point getting a window seat. I might pay for a few further forwards for an upgrade when I get back, because this is the disabled row. Because I thought it would be near the door, but it wasn't, and it was a long walk down. I was like, perhaps I should have got a chair, because my legs are really collapsing today. I think it's just because I've not slept well, but there you go. Anyway, I'll get whatever pictures I can from behind the wing. Here we go. Well, it looks like we're just about to escape the storm.
As I mentioned at the start of each flight, it's tempting to not focus, cause let's face it, you've heard this all before. This perhaps you've noticed, this is not your average briefing, alright. Put your stuff away. The light of the soul will attract attention.
Sure what's going on. Everyone's going down the runway and then going back into the side thingies. Don't know what's going on. So it looks like for whatever reason they've switched runways. The plane's just taken off up there on the runway that they were landing on, and they're now landing on the one that we were queuing up to take off on. So it was a bit confusing. Not Scooby, but hopefully we'll take off soon. So the captain just came on, said we'll be on the ground for a little bit longer because the control tower decided to switch the runways. So we've got to taxi right over to the side of the airport of Terminal 4. Gluten-free vegetarian meal. They've just brought me a vegetarian meal, Asian vegetarian. I went, I need gluten-free. When I was on the phone to the lady the other day, she's going like, so you want a gluten and vegetarian-free dairy? So I don't know what I'm going to eat. It doesn't look like much. Fruit and water it is. I'm really not happy. There are no gluten-free meals on board at all. I was so adamant to her the other day, it's got to be gluten-free. So I've got a 13-hour flight with fruit and water. Deep joy. The sun is now right over there. It is 3 o'clock British time. It's 5 o'clock local time of down there, which is Stephenson. S-A-M-S-U-N. And Lumpar at night. All the street lights are on down there, twinkling away. Waking me up for some dinner. I have risked cauliflower curry with rice and some fruit, so that's a little bit nicer than just fruit. Very sleepy. I've had to take diclofenac codeine due to pain. I did take a sleeping tablet as well due to pain, so I might have to rethink this whole journey back in Australia. Might have to go up a class. Afford it, but I'm going to stretch out, I think, on the Australia leg. That's going to be 20 hours in the air and 5 hours in the airport. We'll see. For now, I'll get through this journey, dinner, back to sleep. About 40 minutes. Just told us got to fill a form, and if we've got over 10,000 US dollars, I think I'll be alright there. Did manage to get some sleep. These have been a godsend. Well, two of them. My elbows really help. Cushion behind my head. What I didn't bring is my lumbar support, my coccyx cushion. I tend to lose them everywhere and leave them, but definitely next time I fly I need to bring that with me. Anyway, descent is in progress. Should be on the ground in half an hour. Yay! Great flight, quite bumpy for the last couple of hours, rocking and rolling, but I was sleeping most of it, so that was cool. Now the chaos begins, everyone's going to start grabbling for their stuff. I'll just sit here and wait until they've all got off, and then try and move, because I haven't moved for the last 10 hours, so that could be interesting. Anyway, welcome to Girls in Malaysia. It's 20 midnight back home and 27 in the morning here, so on with the next day.